Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Johns and welcome to Dance and Drama Matters. Today we're learning the second part of dance to 1, 2, 3 by Jess Glynne. Alright, let's go! Okay, so if you're watching this video, then I'm assuming that you can do the dance up until the point that we learned in part 1. If you haven't watched that part 1, then it's going to be quite tricky for you, so I would recommend go and watch that part now. Let's do what we've learned so far, and if you can do it with me, then I think it's a good idea to move on. But if you're not able to do it just yet, then go watch part 1 again, maybe change the video settings to slow right down, and go really over those moves so you've got those down pat so you can finish the dance off. Alright, let's do the dance from part 1. You follow along with me, and if you're able to do it, then awesome, stay along. If not, back you go. So if that was easy for you and you got all the moves, then stick around. If not, go watch part 1. There's no shame in it. Took me a little while to learn it too, so go back and watch part 1 again. Make sure you've got it really down pat, otherwise, let's get going. So the first thing we're going to do is add an option to make some of the moves harder. So if those moves are hard enough for you, then that's awesome. But if you want a little bit more of a challenge, then you can do that like this. So that first move that we're doing here, if you just like the step behind, then keep doing that, don't change. But if you want it harder, then I want you to kick your foot out. And as you kick your foot out, you need to jump on your other foot. So you're kicking at your left and jumping on your right. Do you want to practice that with me now? You ready? We go 1. Try it again. 1 and. Try putting that foot down after you do it. You ready? 1 and 2. Now the other side, we kick and jump. 3 and 4. Try it slow with me. You ready? We go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. It's tricky doing 2 things at once. That jump and the kick. Very tricky. You can pause the video, go over it as many times as you need to do that together. So you should kick as you fully extend your leg as you land. And 2. Then as you're doing the arms, it should still follow the same pattern as before. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Looks better with a flexed foot, with you pointing your toes up, than a pointed foot. If you're doing it with a pointed foot, wouldn't really get the vibe that we're going for. So flex your foot like this. Right, let's try that together if you're doing the challenging bit. If you're doing the step behinds, just keep doing that. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Good. All right, on to the next bit. So then we do the kicks. I think that's tricky enough to do the kick, 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 up, kick. I think that's a bit hard for us already. If you did want to challenge yourself, you could jump as you do the kicks. But that's only up to you. I'm not going to do that because I think that's too hard for everyone. But if you want to do a jump as you kick, feel free to add that in as well. So for the next bit, I'm just going to keep it the same as what it's been. Alright, then this bit, That doesn't change. Easy bit stays the same. Try and swing your hips though, from side to side. It makes it a little bit more effective. Good. Then we're here, and option 2, if you want to make it more tricky, is to shuffle your feet as you do it. So it goes 1 and 2. So you stay on your tippy toes, and you're just shuffling your heel side to side. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's like, imagine someone's nailed into your toe, put a nail in, and you're not able to pick that up, but you are able to move your heels. And it's gonna look really effective is if on the third beat, the 1 and 2, that one, if you bend down a bit. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. That dynamic of changing the level looks much more interesting. So we do that with the arms. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Again, if that's too tricky, if level 2 is too tricky for you, then you can just keep doing what we were doing with our hips. Good. All right, moving on to the next bit. This is the other bit that we're gonna add level 2 level of difficulty, which was our pulls. So if you watched the first part, which you should have because you're here, then we pulled up. So we were up tall, we went 1. Make sure you're pulling on the 1. 1 and 2. So we're actually hitting back on that beat. So 1 and 2 and 3, get down low, and kind of comes out halfway again, and 4, even lower. Try that with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good, well done. Now, level 2 difficulty with that. If you want to do it, there's no pressure. If you want to do it, the level 2 difficulty looks like this. Goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All together it will look like this. 1 and we jump together, punch our arm out. 2. We jump out as we pull. Try that with me. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Try it again. 1 and 2. Good. And 3 and 4. Good. All together it'll look like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Tricky. That's probably going to seem very fast for you guys. Try going back and putting it in slow motion like I've said. If it's tricky, go back through it and really pay attention to what my feet are doing, what my arms are doing. Goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. And we do that all the way through. All right. I'm not changing anything else. I'm just going to finish teaching you the rest of the dance. All right. So then after we've done the whole bit that we've learnt, we repeat some choreography. So we do this bit again, then into the kicks, into the sways, that whole sequence, to these, and then into these again, your favourite things. And then we learn some new choreography. Alright, so our new bit of choreography that we're learning today, we're going to step out with our left leg and punch our arm over. Do that for me. We do that on 1. 1, 2, other side. 3, you should be out with your right and have your right arm coming over. 3, 4, and then we're going to pop our left leg up. So it's going to pop like this. Can you try popping it? So it's not just lifting it up, you're actually going up on your toe, like the other dancers, and dropping down as we do it. So up on your toe and drop down. Good. So we're going to go pop, 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 pop for 4. We do that as we fan our face just by lifting our arms up. And our arms come up with our knee. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually on the 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, well done. After this bit, then we have some repeating choreography, where we go into this. And you should know the rest of it by now, just by listening to the lyrics and matching what moves we did to what words. Alright, well, that's the whole dance. We've made it a little bit harder if you wanted to. If not, just a bit of a revision for you. And we've got that new choreography. Alright, should we try and do the whole thing together? Let's go!